Let's talk about the Minion setup workflow. My VA is Nita. She's actually here with me. Nita, say hi.
Hi.
So she has created a Google Doc of everything that we're actually doing online inside of Session Splitter. And I'm going to just kind of go over that briefly with you, and I'm going to give you the link to it. So you can either do this yourself or you can hand it off to your Minion. So I have a Google Sheet I'm also going to share. This is my Minion Builder sample worksheet. So I have in here the name. I put a picture inside the cell, whether it's completed, yes or no. The domain that he works for. So Will Jenkins works for Cool Stuff to Make. I would put his username and his real domain name. Now, our domain email. And the reason we're using real domain emails is it's just one level higher on trust than a Gmail account is. And you can possibly lose your Gmail. If you're using WordPress and you're self-hosting your WordPress, you can make your own emails. If you're using Masher sites, we have a email service that you can lease from us. So we'll put in the email, the password, and then we put status. So what we're doing is we're also building a bunch of different profiles, pictures. And we did this on a Geek Out Friday. I showed you glamour shots. So if we've done glamour shots for Scott Bush or Lois or Cindy Jeffers, we'll put pics done. And this tracking spreadsheet is what we're going to hand off to our VA. And this is how they build the minions from this tracking spreadsheet. They're going to select the minion off the Google Sheet, and they're going to duplicate a Session Splitter account profile. They're going to add a personal bio and a company profile bio. And you're going to need this. You're going to need the bios. Whenever you start creating profiles, they're going to ask you, tell us a little bit about yourself. So we're going to Conversion AI, and we're pulling, we give her a personal bio and a corporate bio. This is one that Nita did yesterday, Samantha Thompson. She's a gamer. She works for Game Specific. So, you know, just a clever little, she's a gamer and social media marketer who splits her time between two industries. So all this was kind of written inside of Conversion AI, and we tweaked it just a little bit. So we always, you know, put where she's from, what college she's from, her hobbies, you know, give her a real personality. And then we do the same thing for corporate, spell that right here, for corporate bios. Well, I'm misspelling it. And you can pick this up from your Conversion AI, or you can make up your own corporate bio. And typically, right, what we have been doing is just putting the corporate bio at the bottom of these long, long posts here. So we're separating this. So we have a personal bio and a corporate bio here. Okay. Let's just go back here. So you can kind of see what we're doing here. So we're going to open up Session Splitter. We're going to create a profile by duplicating. We're going to choose the group, and it's based on the phone number and IP we're going to be using. We add a short description to identify the website. And it also helps us whenever we're looking at Session Splitter. When I'm looking at these profiles, I know we have not done these because they don't have a description here. These are already done. So the ones that have a description, I know that we've already built out the profile. These are just more or less copies, and we're actually building this one out right now. So we can see the group and the IP, and then we have a little sheet of paper that has what phone numbers go with each group letter. Okay, so once we open Session Splitter, we start the profile. The very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and open member.masher site and RSSMasher tech in that Chrome window. And the reason we do that is when we verify or authenticate Twitter or Tumblr or anything, you want to be in the same Chrome window for your authentication to add them in and integrate them into RSSMasher. Now, I'm not going to go through each one showing you how to integrate. We already have training on how to do this, but I want to make sure everybody understands the kind of the workflow. This is detailed out enough that you can hand it off to a VA, and then they can start going through this exact step process. So we got master sites opened up, and we even open up at that time when you go into master sites is you want to open up your email client panel if you bought some emails under master sites. Then you want to open up RSSMasher Tech. Now, the first thing that you're going to do inside of Session Splitter, when you open up a brand new account, and let's just start Peter. You want to just type in Gmail and sign in, and then you'll go about creating an account for Peter. Hopefully everybody's created a Google account before, but this is how you would start your Google account. That's the very first thing that you want to do inside of your Session Splitter. You want to create the profile using the Minion's name, date of birth, domain email. At this point is I want you to add pics. I want you to add the personal bio. I want you to add city, state, and current residing. The reason is there's still Autobots out there that will automatically create Google accounts for you. And that I've used them in the past. You know, they're not SEO autopilot, but Money Robot did it. Several others would create Google accounts. They get banned just almost as fast as they're created. So you want to look like a real person. You want to add everything to it so that kind of Google's sitting there looking at you and deciding whether or not you're a real person. Okay. Then you want to create your Gmail, and you want to leave that Gmail open because we're going to send some test emails back and forth from the domain email to the Gmail. Make sure everything's working back and forth. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to create a YouTube. You're going to use you want to complete a full profile for a new channel. You want to add channel art, YouTube icon. Now, what do you name it? I try to name it after the domain that the Minion works for. So if it's outdoor party games, that's what I'm going to try to get a YouTube. If I can't get the exact name, I may try outdoor party games videos is the channel name. So I'm going to go ahead and create the first YouTube. Then just to make it active, I want to put the channel art, the icon, and then I want to go in and add a playlist called videos I like. Then I'm going to go to the YouTube search, and I'm going to search by niche. And I'm just going to tag probably a dozen or so videos into a playlist. Again, this is one step above the Autobots that are making your YouTube. So you're looking as real as possible to Google and to YouTube. And so then the last thing you want to do inside of YouTube is create a little 60-second video about your Minion. Now, how do you do this? Well, if you're a video marketer, there's probably a dozen ways right now you know how to do this. But if you're a VA watching this, I would recommend something like Vidnami, Lumen 5, even a PowerPoint. Take that personal bio and chop it up into 4 or 5 slides, put some music behind it, and create you a quick video. You can use YouTube Studio to do the same thing. I like Lumen 5. I can drop it in, hit publish, and it will create a video, a real nice looking video with good music within about 30 seconds. It doesn't take very long. Okay, drop that video in there. Now you're ready. You're done with YouTube. So leave the YouTube tab open.